This time on Year of the Dragon Age. First of all, I'm going to remind everyone because it's been a really long time. Again, you can go on YouTube and check out the videos I've done this so far. Last time we had finished Redcliffe and done the Sacred Ashes, and then I stopped. This time, part 7 took 6 different separate sittings at a computer to finish because I did all of Orzammar. I sucked that baby dry. I think there's maybe 1 or 2 side quests that I didn't finish, but no, I'm pretty sure I just did all of Orzammar. It took so long. It, even with the walkthrough made it slightly better. Like I got less lost, but ooh, baby, do I not like the deep roads? So, first, before I went to Orzammar, I went to Denerim, did some side quests, made a deal with the crows, and then I started heading my way to do Paragon of her kind. No, just go in the cave. No, the other cave. God damn it, deep roads. Um, it was definitely better. It was definitely better than my first time. There is a clip you can find on this channel that is me yelling about being lost, just trying to exit. I had finished everything and I just wanted to get the fuck out, and I couldn't find the goddamn exit. And finally, Cafe was like, "Where are you trying to go?" And I said, "Out! I'm trying to go out!" And then he directed me out because I was so bloody lost. Anyway, uh, when you first walk in to Orzammar, there's a bunch of codex entries if you interact with all of the statues. So I grabbed all of those. And then I dove right into main quest town. I supported Balin this time. Did the first task, finding the 2 lords who were promised the same land by Haramount. And then talked to Balin, picked up some side quests, including the one for Dagna and the mother who is looking for Rock. And then I stopped. The next time, did task 2 for Balin, picked up some more side quests. Many dwarves tried to kill us because now we were obviously headed in a direction. So Haramount's men kept trying to murder me. Found the Carta hideout, took out Jarvia, and then we were told to go to the deep roads. But first, because I didn't want to, I so desperately didn't want to, I got Irving to agree to take Dagna in. I visited the circle again. I went, "Hey, do me a favor." And I also made a shady lyrium deal, because if you'll remember, there's a dude that you find hiding in one of the rooms that's like doing this weird shady lyrium deal with one of the dwarves in Orzammar. Um, then took a break. Next time, we started by giving Dagna the good news. She was very excited, very happy. I love making her happy. I love Dagna. She's great. Did a couple more side quests, desperately trying to not go to the deep roads, but alas, alack, you do have to go there eventually, or the game doesn't progress. So we did. And we got my favorite character, Oghren. Oghren, my party was Oghren, Wynn, and Balls. I can't remember who my third was. I want to say Zev, maybe? It was either Zev or Liliana. I know it was Liliana. It was Liliana because I do remember Ogren and Liliana also had some dialogue. Ogren and Wynn get a lot of banter that's just him shamelessly flirting with her. There's one banter that's kind of fun because it's her trying this like ale he made. But other than that, it's just a lot of him aggressively flirting with her. And not in a funny way, in like a skeevy way. I super do not like Ogren. We're gonna use it more this time than we normally do because I'm trying to max all the approval stuff out and do all the quests. And so if I see Ogren gets approval for a quest, we're gonna take it with us, I guess. Um, but yeah, so we have Ogren. We went to Carradin's Cross, cleared it out, found some body parts? Question mark. Gee, wonder what those are for. And I'm sure nothing bad's gonna happen collecting just random body parts that you find in a weird cavern. And then I took another break. And the next session, I found Ruck and the Asunder Altar, where we fought the demon. Found and talked to Hespeth, who gave us a lead on Bronca. Found all the pieces of Legionnaire armor, which no one has the strength for yet, but I'm working on it. Fought a dragon in the throne room because I realized that if you don't do that before completing the deep roads, you can't do it. Like you have to do it before you make your final choice on who to rule Orzammar. So I fought a dragon. And then all that was left was the anvil and the broncovite. And that was my last session, was the anvil. It's possibly my least favorite part of this quest. Even with the walkthrough, it's a fucking slog. Because the walkthrough just explains the concept of what you're supposed to be doing. It doesn't change the fact it takes forever to do it. It's a really annoying fight. It's very repetitive. You're just kind of doing the same thing over and over again until you get the last one that destroys all the faces. And knowing the mechanics of how that works does not make it go faster. Not really. I cursed a lot while doing it. By the end, there was just a lot of, when the fuck is this going to be done? Please, dear God. In my notes, I said this one section makes me want to install the mod to skip the deep roads. Just that one part. The rest of the deep roads, not that bad. It kind of. I mean, there's still a bunch of places where I almost died, but ultimately it wasn't that bad. But man, that part sucks. It is a bad quest that should feel bad. Even the Bronco fight this time around was easier than last time, and was easier than the anvil. I had Carradin make a crown for us to take to Balin before we left. With Balin King, he promised us the troops we need, and on our way out, we got the Legion of Dead to agree to help us as well. That is a persuasion check, and I've practically maxed out my persuasion because I like talking my way out of things. We finished up some side quests, and then we left Orzammar in our dust. I finished up by giving everyone gifts, including I went and got a lot of those the DLC gifts that can give them 50 points of approval. I grabbed a bunch of those, which unlocked most of the companion quests for me. Liliana's the only one where I don't have it yet because you finish a dialogue tree and then you have to leave and come back, and then the next time you come back and talk to her, she gives you her quest. So that's the only one that I don't have yet. Next, I'm gonna go to Redcliffe to acquire a piece of armor that completes a set that I have, and then check in a side quest, and then I'm going to start working on helping my companions. And thus concludes this edition of the Year of the Dragon Age.